Hello, everyone. It's May 1st. It is May Day, and we are still at home. And who'd have thought, right? So, we're going to talk about some of the people that are holding everyone together during this COVID-19, this pandemic, coronavirus. And we're going to talk about hospital workers. So it was just OT week, I believe, where we send appreciation. And I think Nurse Appreciation Week is also coming up soon. So if you know a nurse, and I know some of your parents are nurses, thank you to the parents and thank you to everyone that works at a hospital and is doing things on the front lines. We are going to talk about thanking hospital workers and the different types of jobs people have at hospitals. And then next week on Monday, we'll dive into our new unit on finding places to live and living within the community. So let's get started. This is our News to You article for May 4th, even though today is May 1st. And we'll get going. Thanking hospital workers. Hospital workers are very busy now. Many people are sick with the coronavirus. Hospital workers are helping people become healthy. Hospital workers work where? In hospitals. Do you know someone who works in a hospital? They might not be a doctor, they might not be a nurse, but they could do other things. Have you ever been to a hospital? Probably most of you were born in a hospital, and you might have to go get checkups there. And maybe you've broken a couple bones or gotten hurt that has been a reason for you to go to a hospital. But most of the time, people that go to hospitals, it's because they're very sick. So people who are very sick may go to the hospital. People who are hurt may go to the hospital too. People who are sick or hurt need help. Can you do this with me? So you put your palm up, like give a thumbs up, put your hand. We're gonna put our one hand on our flat hand and lift up, and that is help. So people that are sick or hurt need help. Hospital workers can help these people. Hospitals have many kinds of hospital workers. A hospital worker may be, and this is just a few of them, a doctor, a nurse, a therapist, an aide, or a pharmacist. Do you know anyone that is a doctor or a nurse or a therapist or an aide or somebody that works with medicine and they're a pharmacist? Hospital workers do many things. They may do surgery, take a temperature, give medicine, and more. They might help make rooms, keep rooms clean. They might help work with lungs and breathing. They might deliver food on trays or make it or work in a gift shop. So there are all types of people that make a hospital work. They are part of a team, just like we talked about yesterday, being part of a team and sharing teamwork. Hospital workers also, did I say that correctly? Hospital workers also include janitors and cafeteria workers. Janitors make hospitals clean because a clean hospital helps people be healthy. Can you imagine if you're sick and you go into a hospital and you just get worse? That's why there's a lot of people in hospitals, which is right now they're only letting people that really need to be there in, so other people don't get sick. They don't want people that are healthy to get these germs that are making other people sick. to healthy people. So if you have somebody going that you know who needs to go to the doctor, they might be going by themselves if it's something more serious, when usually you can have a visitor or two. A clean hospital helps people be healthy. We read that. And what do our cafeteria workers do? What do the cafeteria workers do at Pathways? They help prepare food, and you guys cook it in the kitchen. These cafeteria workers cook food in hospitals, and they make it for a lot of people. If you've been in a hospital cafeteria, they have lots of options because they have lots of people that they are serving, and they want to give people options to get their money and to help them stay healthy, because eating good, healthy food can help people be healthy. Now this says eating good food. So you might think a Snickers bar is good, and you might think that a brownie or ice cream or nachos all the time is good food, and it might taste good, but that doesn't really mean that it's necessarily healthy. So in this, when they're talking about eating good food, I think they mean healthy food that helps make your bones and your muscles stronger and gives you vitamins and nutrients to keep you feeling your best, like our friend Joe talked about yesterday when we had our classroom Zoom. All hospital workers are important. People can thank hospital workers anytime. A good time to thank hospital workers is National Hospital Week. National Hospital Week is May 10th through the 16th in 2020. So it's 9 days away. It's over a week away. This week, May 10th through the 16th, helps celebrate hospital workers. And we can celebrate hospital workers anytime, especially now. I think people are doing a lot of little things for the frontline workers. I think there are some businesses that are offering free coffee or a free drive-through breakfast or some little treats to let people know that they are appreciated. So what can we do to show that we appreciate hospital workers? You might want to make a card. You might want to send an email. You might want to write a letter. You might draw a picture, or I know in some other cities, people at the same time every day, they will stand on their balconies in these big tall buildings or stand outside and clap and cheer for the hospital workers when they are leaving to go to work or coming back from work, which is really, really a cool thing. It's very encouraging. It's a positive thing. They are cheering them on and thanking them for their services. People can send food to hospitals. A lot of times we celebrate parties with food, and we can celebrate people by bringing in special treats like donuts, cake. They might be catered lunch, which means that somebody is bringing in a lunch for them so they don't have to go out and buy something or pack their own. It's provided. And hospital workers then can enjoy the food and somebody's thank you to them. Another way that people can thank hospital workers is on social media. They can say why hospital workers are important and share pictures and videos. They can share stories about hospital workers. And News to You is telling us that we might want to use hashtag #myhospital in a post. And that will give some attention to all the different hospitals around the United States. Cities across the United States have hospitals. Many hospitals are very busy right now. They're helping people sick with the coronavirus, but they're also helping people who are sick without the coronavirus. So people that need to get blood transfusions, or maybe they've broken a bone. So life doesn't just stop. Other things don't just stop happening because we have this new virus. all that is continuing while we have this sickness going on too. So hospital workers that are normally dealing with all the normal sicknesses and problems and broken bones and illnesses have this sickness going on top of that they have to cover. So many people are thanking hospital workers. How can you thank a hospital worker? Maybe you want to draw something on your sidewalk that says thank you. So if there's a hospital worker driving by, they will see it. Maybe you want to decorate your window. Maybe you want to send a personal thank you to somebody that you know that works at the hospital. There are lots of different options. So let's take another look at hospital workers. Hospital workers, where do they work? In a hospital. Hospital workers help people feel better. They use many tools to help people. These tools include stethoscopes. So a stethoscope helps them hear something better. You might have your heart. They might listen to your heart. A thermometer, which checks your temperature, which we do at Pathways sometimes. Shots. We don't give you shots at Pathways, but if any of you have had the flu shot, that's an example. We have to have those every year, especially the staff, to keep us healthy and to keep us from giving the flu to you. Bandages, they might give you a Band-Aid, and more. Maybe they're even wearing masks right now. And I did a lesson on masks just a couple days ago. So they use tools, and maybe they even use wraps and casts and that type of thing. But they help people get better. When we talk about places, I said, where is this happening? Hospitals. Hospitals are in cities around the world, and they have rooms with hospital beds. They have waiting rooms. They have emergency rooms. Have you ever been to an emergency room? Maybe you've seen them on TV. I was in an emergency room a couple times, and the last time I was in the emergency room, it was when I broke my wrist. So there's some people in there in kind of rough shape in the emergency room where they can't make an appointment and wait. They have to go in right away. But emergency rooms have x-ray machines. So like I broke my wrist and I had to take an x-ray to see what it looked like on the inside. They have medicine. So I was in a lot of pain when I broke my wrist, and they gave me some medicine to help me feel better. MRI machines, wheelchairs, and more. Here is an example of a healthy pepper pizza. So it looks like they took yellow peppers and they cut them in half. And what did they do next? If you guys want to make these, just log on to News to You and look at the end of this lesson. Looks like they just put pizza sauce in each pepper, sprinkle some spices on it, sprinkle some cheese and some seasoning, bake it, and then eat it. That sounds pretty tasty. Okay, we'll do a joke or two, and then we will call it a week with lessons. So knock, knock. Who's there? Weak. Weak who? Weak and thank hospital workers. We can. We can, they're saying. Okay. Next, I have a joke. Tell me, what do you give a sick pig? I don't know, what? Ointment, which is a play on the word ointment. I think that's kind of cute. All right, everyone. I hope you take an opportunity this weekend to thank a hospital worker. And it doesn't matter if they are cleaning the floors, changing the sheets, washing the laundry, everybody is working on a team, and the team is that hospital, the hospital team. So make sure that we are expressing our gratitude and saying thank you for those that are offering their help to all those that are sick, and keeping things afloat while we navigate, while we travel through this time with the coronavirus and the sickness. So everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.